What's going on, you guys? It is your boy Jomozo here, and today I'm gonna reaction of George Lucas goes to Vegas to celebrate Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I did reaction of George Lucas react to The Rise of Skywalker on my other channel. It was funny, but this one I should reaction of this that he goes to Vegas and celebrate the Rise of Skywalker. So if you want to see the video, it will be in the link description down below. So let's take a look at this, shall we? And let go.
A quiet commuter airport somewhere on the outskirts of Los Angeles. A legend of cinema is about to embark on his final journey. One that began over 40 years ago. To many, he is an artist, an innovator, and a storyteller. But to me, he is simply known as George.
Bring my green screen. Put this in here. Maybe make some experimental films while I'm on the plane.
Green screen.
Well, it's George Lucas here, creator of Star Wars, and Rise
like
of Skywalker was just a disaster. So I'm gonna do the only thing that I think is the right thing to do, and that's do R&R. The only place I can do that is in the desert, not Tatooine. I love Vegas. Yeah, Marty Scorsese.
I never been to Vegas.
He's a filmmaker. Every time Marty would wrap a picture, we'd come here and just get crazy, just get shit-faced. You know? So, have you seen Rise of Skywalker?
I haven't seen it. Is it any good?
Don't see it. Don't go see it. The saga ended with Return of the Jedi. You know, Luke redeemed.
It was
his
terrible,
father,
the movie. It was terrible, but it was
somehow the
okay.
Emperor's back,
But
he's
it's
in a
not
claw
that
machine.
bad. It's
You
alright.
ever play one of those claw machines?
Yeah.
You get the Emperor hanging on one of those things. I do have a tattoo of Luke Skywalker on my ass. But he's thrusting the lightsaber in between my butt cheeks. What would be the stone? And so instead of the sword and stone, it's the saber in my ass. That's a little. So hopefully, we go to Excalibur and pull that sword out of the stone.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Vegas, baby. Vegas.
I would like to go to Vegas one day. I've never been to Las Vegas. Oh, casinos.
I will be honest with you, I laughed a lot when the Rise of Skywalker numbers came out on Rotten Tomatoes. I had a bit of a celebration. It was a personal journey for me.
I know, 50-something%.
My wife isn't here, my kids aren't here, it's just me. Coast. Like a space saloon, you know? Maybe I'll get a little sarsaparilla while I'm in there or something. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do this one for me. I'm gonna get liquored up. Maybe get naked on a rooftop pool. You know, just celebrate. There's some great games here. You will give me a jackpot. You will give me a jackpot. Everyone thought that the prequels were bad. Everyone thought those were the lowest rated. But it turns out, what you don't realize, is Rise of Skywalker is actually the lowest rated Star Wars film. I'm sorry. I can't suppress my laughter. It feels so good. It just feels so good. JJ came to me and he was crying, you know, called me up like a little bitch. He was like, "Oh, I need your help." And I said, "Oh, now you need my help?" "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I don't make those movies anymore, you know." But then I called him back and, you know, I said, "Stop crying, don't be a little bitch. What's the problem?" He said, "Well, you know, Rian Johnson just totally destroyed this last film. I don't know how to pick up the pieces." And we started sort of hashing some things out, and then, you know, Kathy Kennedy came along and said, "Well, we're going to go a different way." I said, "Okay, I'm out. You guys, I'm out." And that was the last time I talked to JJ. Yeah, I'm having a great time. Can't you tell? One of the things about Vegas is it's a fertile ground for creative ideas. And one of the ways that I get titles for my movies is from slot machines. What you don't realize is the Phantom Menace was actually a slot machine that I saw in the early 90s. We'll do 10 lines here. So this time I'm in Vegas, and I saw this slot machine that was called the Prince of Lightning. Prince of Lightning. I said, no, wait a second, this would be a good idea for a picture. How about Prince of Lightning? So I got my yellow legal pad and pencil, and I went up to my room. I started writing. I was like 40 pages in. I said, wait a second. This isn't just a movie, this is a trilogy. You will win. You will win.
You will win.
Son of a bitch. And I'm
Try
going
to
to
use the
go down to the
force.
casino later and try to find 2 more slot machines, which will then become the names of the other 2 pictures. And we've got a trilogy. We got a series. We got a saga.
The title for the Star Wars.
Here's the force. The force. Yeah. Oh well. It's a good title though. Kind of an important time for me to reflect on my career. You know, I'm 75 years old now. It's nice to look back and see everything I've accomplished. I'm very, very proud of everything I've done. Let me break it down for you. Non-linear digital editing. Hi, how are you? I'm George Lucas. How the f*** did I get out of here? Pixar, computer animation. Hey, let me introduce myself. I'm George Lucas, right? I'd like to buy some death sticks. Special effects, digital effects, Industrial Light and Magic. Oh, have you heard of that company? Oh, I have, because I founded it. Oh, I don't want death sticks. I want to go home and rethink my life. Digital projection. Oh, that'll never work. We need to deliver a 10-ton canister of film to every movie theater. Nope, not anymore. Guess why? Because of this guy here. So, you know, people want to kick me around and say, well, Jar Jar Binks was this and that, and, you know, your prequels were terrible and you lost it as a filmmaker. I say, hey, just look at my body of work. And without my body of work, you wouldn't have a job, as far as I'm concerned. Daddy has spoken. I wasn't able to find a real sword in the stone, but I did come up with a new story idea. It's a story about a talking sword. It's a talking, singing sword, and the whole movie will be digital, and I'm gonna make it in my kitchen. Oh, I can't feel my legs. No, I'm fine. Don't.
George.
No, I'm just gonna have one more drink.
He's drunk.
Yeah, hold on a second.
He's drunk.
Okay. I feel good. No. Oh. Oh. Mommy, the stand people. Luke, what are you doing here? Harrison? Oh. Qui-Gon. Master Qui-Gon. Oh. Oh. Obi-Wan. Mace Windu. What? Kathleen Kennedy. Oh. Oh. Oh.
A bad dream.
Oh, God, it was just a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, the interesting thing about this Vegas trip is originally I came to Vegas because I wanted to gloat and kind of celebrate the disaster that was Rise of Skywalker. But what usually happens when you have a plan is something else comes up, something you never anticipated. And I realize now that there's something that I must do. And I'm going to go do that. Taxi? I'm headed to the Alderaan. Is this where the taxis are?
Where are you going today?
Heading out to the desert. Kind of clear my head, you know. I like to go out to the desert. I like sand. You know, sand is coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
Did you come here by yourself, or did you bring the family with you?
Oh, I came myself. I told the wife to stay home and take care of the kids. They're all in their 40s now, so it doesn't matter.
They're in the 40s.
It's like Death Star with the lights turned on.
Well, did you work on Star Wars?
I'm the creator of Star Wars.
You're the creator of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're
George
a celebrity
Lucas.
in the car.
Yeah, well, ultimately I sold everything, and you see any of the new ones?
I haven't. I haven't seen any of the new ones.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So you didn't make it.
It's a terrible film.
But you didn't make it. You didn't work on that.
Didn't have anything to do with it. Well, I mean, I had an original idea for Rise of Skywalker that Disney didn't use. The newer Star Wars films that I was going to make, they were going to be more on a cellular level. The idea of sort of the microbial world of the Force, that there are creatures living inside of us that tell us the will of the Force, like the midi-chlorians. So you're sort of a microcosm of the Force. You know, Force lives inside of us. Let's go inside that world. It's kind of like inner space. You know, instead of injecting Dennis Quaid into Martin Short, it would be maybe, you know, an evil Sith would be turned into a microscopic size and get injected into like a Jedi. Maybe a Sith would be injected into the ass cheeks of Luke Skywalker. And we'd see what it's like inside of his body. You know, so, but they killed him off. Unfortunately, they killed Luke Skywalker. So. And so the forces of good and evil have to work together, because otherwise, you know, the Sith would be in this little ship flying around in his veins, right? Because the Sith is going to die if he can't figure out how to navigate his way to the Jedi's pee hole. You know, you gotta guide me to your rectum. And so, you know, you have the Jedi going, okay, I'm going to help you get to my rectum. But he goes on an adventure inside the guy's body. You know, that's how he learns about the good side of the Force. And eventually, when he expels him, that's sort of the finale of the film, is when, you know, he has kind of a Montezuma's revenge kind of situation where he shits him out. And ultimately, that was a 3-part saga, and for some weird reason, they didn't want that. Well, every journey has its end.
Middle of the desert.
This is the end of our journey here in Vegas. And ultimately, the new Star Wars franchise didn't do very well. Didn't do as well as mine. And that's really all I could hope for. But there is one final thing that I must do before we leave. Something very, very important.
What he's going to do.
I'm going to do that now. May the Force be with you. Well.
Oh. Oh, the classic. Who is she?
Hey, you.
Huh?
What's your name?
George.
George? George who?
Oh. Okay. Nah, from the ending of The Rise of Skywalker.
George Lucas.
Are you sure that's your last name?
Yeah, George Lucas. That's my name. What the hell else would it be? God, you people are weird. Well,
that was good. That was good.
That's
George
very
Lucas,
funny. Creator of Star Wars, and the saga may have come to an end. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't like, subscribe, and comment, because who knows? Maybe we'll make prequel deep fakes and just run this thing right into the ground. Milk it for all it's worth, just like Luke Skywalker did in that shitty movie. Bye.
Oh, man. That was good. That was funny. And yes, I was very disappointed of The Rise of Skywalker that they shouldn't bring back the Emperor. If the Emperor died of the Return of the Jedi, then why you bring him back of the Rise of Skywalker, and the story doesn't fit in from the Last Jedi into the last one. And that's why, that's why the Star Wars saga has ruined. Yep. But this was very good. But I still love the original of Star Wars. Okay, there are classic. Of course, that 1, 2, and 3 are very bad, and of course that the Force Awakens was good. The Last Jedi was very disappointed, and now the last one, The Rise of Skywalker, also was very disappointed and bad. But this was very good. That was very good. Well, that's all my reaction for today. So like, subscribe, thank you so much. And please follow me on Twitter, and Instagram, and Facebook. It will be in the link description down below. So thank you so much, and take care. Y'all have a blessed day. 20,000 subscribers. Peace.